What's up, ATV? Back here with another video. Today's video is gonna be kind of like, I guess, a mukbang because I'm eating. I'm hungry. Got some pizza here, some ranch. Today, I'll be talking about how to, deal with life stresses. Whether that's like depression, anxiety, all that type of stuff. A lot of people do go through depression, which sometimes, you might not even know that you're going through it, but it just hit you at once. And me personally, hey, I dealt with depression, and I can honestly say that it sucks. It really sucks. Like, if you don't have the right mindset, or can't get your mind from thinking about that, what's stressing you out, or what's making you go into that deep hole, that stress mode, or whatnot, you can actually end up like harming yourself, or things like that. So I have a lot of people that reach out to me and talk to me, being that not trying to toot my own horn. I'm kind of like a good mentor when it comes to certain things. I think for the longest, no one knew that I was going through situations. It's just my personal situations, nothing to do with family or anything. For a minute, my wife didn't even know until I let her know, like, hey, this is like what I'm going through. And, she couldn't even tell. But if you do find yourself in a situation, I'm sorry, guys. If you find yourself in, let's say, you're feeling depressed, talk to someone, which can be, a family member, a close friend, or even me. I think the number one thing is a lot of people are scared to seek help. Everyone's scared to seek help because they're afraid of what everyone's gonna label them as or look at them as. Me personally, I fell into that category.
We hit the jackpot this time.
I didn't want to talk to no one. I was just afraid because I knew that they're gonna look at me a different way, which sucks. You shouldn't get looked at a different way because you're going through problems in your life. No one knows what you're going through. Maybe it's deaths in your family. Maybe it's financial issues. Or just maybe you just feel left out. Things like that. No one knows. But what I can honestly say is, if you have someone close to you that's willing to sit down and listen to you, talk to that person. Let that person know what you're going through. From my personal experience, I had a few deaths that impacted my life. The first one, like my mom, she passed away, and it was, I was a younger kid at the time. But as I grew older, it started to like weigh on me. Like, oh man, my mom would be proud. She'd have seen me doing this. My mom would be proud. I'm just trying to make my mom proud and things like that. It's like she's not here to see these things. Which, hey, she's looking over me and whatnot, but I'm just like, man, she's physically not here. I just seeing other people with their moms. It kind of eats you up. Me personally, I'm a very strong guy, but it's like things that you can't take away. It's like things you can take away and things that you can't take away. And your mom being that, it's like me and my mom was close. From what I remember, I'm always, jumping in the Mustang with her, or the Jimmy. She had like a Jimmy GMC, I think it was. Jumping in and going to the store. She always saying, "Oh, you ain't getting nothing, but I end up getting everything, pretty much." Things like that. But yeah, it's crazy how you can go into a depression. But the way that I have made fought my way out of it was I started running and going to the gym. And with the running, I would listen to music. And certain songs would come on as I'm running and it would remind me,
Well, boys, we hit
to
the
stay
jackpot this time.
positive. And, hey, your mom's looking over you. So that became a trend for me. And I was just like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go run today. Tell my wife, hey, I'm gonna work out today. I'm gonna do this. And I realized that me doing that, it was like, okay, everything's gonna be all right. Like everything's gonna be all right. That helped me. It's in talking to people, I had a few people, and we had our disbelief, so I guess you could say it. But we, as as not a team, but as like I would call this person I was talking to family. So things that we believe and things we don't believe. Boom, and I'm just like, so why is this? Why is that? Boom, boom. Not gonna get into much of the religious stuff, but that person was always there. So if you cannot find anyone that'll be there, I promise you can call me. I'll promise you I'll answer, and I promise you I'll sit there and talk to you and give you my advice of what I did. Like I said, I worked out. That was the biggest thing, just working out, getting my mind, off of the whole
Well, boys,
situation.
we hit the
Like
jackpot
training.
this time.
I even started trying to do a little yoga, which I'm definitely gonna get more into now. Just relaxing your mind, relaxing your spirit, just letting everything flow. There's times that you will be pushed, like you're just gonna be in that mood, and you don't want to be bothered, and you're gonna, someone's gonna bother you. Someone's gonna maybe piss you off, I guess I could say. Someone's gonna do that, and it's how you react. If you're going through something already, your first thing is like boom. But I'm here to tell you, like, hey, it's not that. It's better just to walk away and do not react to certain things. Yeah, don't do it. Before, like, let's see, we have depression, anxiety. Anxiety is a big one too. It's hard to deal with anxiety. It's like once you get it, it's stuck, and then if you limit yourself to the personnel you with, you still get judged. Like, why am I getting judged for this? Me personally, dealing with anxiety is just like, hey, people that you're cool around. Hang out with those people instead of trying to hang out with new people on a daily basis. Hey, hang out. I have bad anxiety myself, very bad anxiety. You can ask my wife, and I just can't do it. It's things like that. Just hang out with people the people you usually hang out with. Just hang out with them. Don't try to go to a new crowd, because therefore your anxiety will start acting up. And you will be judged. People will, make comments on you, which it shouldn't be like that, because hey, it's a disorder that you have, which you're trying to fix. I have way more tips to everything. This is just a speedy process that I'm just trying to let you guys know. There's a lot that you could do. Mental issues. I guess those fall under mental issues. A lot of people were raised a certain way and do things a certain way. If you guys know what I mean.
Well, boys,
So
we hit the jackpot this time.
to them, that's probably traumatizing. So that's traumatizing them as a young person. And they have to keep that in. It's a lot of things that I talk to a lot of people. It's like, oh, this happened to me, and I'm just like, if that happened to anyone, they'd be traumatized. But how society is looking at you right now is that you're crazy. I'm like, no, it's not like that. You're not crazy. this happened to you, and you need the help that you wasn't able to get back in the day. So let's get you help. You can do self-care, which is my personal preference. Self-care. I'll do what I have to do to stop, to keep my mind off that, and things like that. It's because if you ask me, it's the same thing as going to the doctor. They're going to get all the information from you, and then they're probably going to prescribe you some type of medication, which you don't know how your body will react to the medication. So self-care is probably the best prescription there is. If you can find a way to make you stop thinking about that, or
We hit the jackpot this time.
that's the best type of medication there is. As I said, work out, meditate. Like yoga is probably like the best thing. Play you some little music and do some stretching. It's amazing. I'm living proof that I went to a dark hole, a very dark hole, which was probably the worst of my life. And honestly felt like I was like, you know what, it's over for me. Like, it's over. But as I sat back, read my Bible, prayed to God, did my workouts, I started to rise, and listen. And there's some very good people out there that help you. I'm not going to mention any names. Maybe in the future I'll mention these names to people that I was talking to, and they gave me their part and how they reacted from things that they've been through. Which I tried their remedies and things like that. Which one I'm gonna stick with is digging my face in the Bible, praying, and working out. There's two categories that a lot of people love putting you in, is drug abuse and food abuse.
Well, boys, we hit
What
the
I mean by
jackpot this time.
food abuse is just like overly eating, and you get an obese, or you just don't eat, or you starvation. So obese and starvation, and drug and alcohol abuse. So don't fall into those categories. Don't do it. You will see yourself wanting to drink, but if you find yourself drinking more than usual, like instead of like on occasions, 1 or 2 drinks a week, and now you start drinking a whole bottle and things like that, stop. That's when you need help. You need to talk to someone. And it's crazy to say, just knowing that I know people, or things like that. It's true. No one knows where to turn, so they turn to alcohol and drugs or food, which is not a good thing ever. And then as I'm listening to people today, it's just like, oh well, when I do this drug or when I drink this, I'm numb. I don't think about it. But what you have to realize is you're not gonna be feeling like that all the time. There's a point in time where you're gonna have to come down and then go back up. You get what I'm saying? So once you come down off of that high or that drunkenness or whatnot, it's gonna all hit you again. It's gonna hit you, and then what are you gonna do? Get back to drinking or get back to smoking or whatever you're doing. Which is that's not what we need. We need everyone to overcome in the best way. I don't judge anyone, because if I went through it, I know you guys can. I don't judge anyone. And there will be a part 2 of this video. I'll definitely explain more once people start giving me questions, and I'll be answering them, things like that. But it's true. It's reality. Depression, anxiety, mental disorders. It's real. It's real. It's overlooked and and underseen. Overlooked and underseen. So things like that. I definitely hit on this a little more. I have making more videos on mental disorders and things like that. And I know this video is a little bit like off topic, what I usually do, but I just wanted to like tune in and let you guys know that hey, if you need help, I'm here, or just get help. It's before it's too late, and it's never too late in my eyes. All right, that being said, I love you guys. Subscribe, like, comment, and we out.